Okay, hi everybody. Today we're going to be doing section 2.1. Section 2.1 is to compare and order integers, so we have to talk about what integers are, and it's to find the absolute value of an expression. Again, we're going to start out with some vocabulary, so let's write down that. First word, integers. They are the whole numbers you learned about in elementary school, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And they're opposite. Opposite of 1, negative 1. Opposite of 2, negative 2. Opposite of 3, negative 3. There are no fractions and decimals. There are no parts of numbers in the integers. Okay, so they're just the whole numbers and they're opposites. Okay, next vocabulary word. Opposites. Numbers that are the same distance from 0 on the number line. Negative 1 and 1 are exactly one space from 0. Negative 15 and positive 15 are exactly 15 spaces from 0. They are called opposites. Okay. Inequality. An inequality compares numbers or quantities. You will see signs like the greater than sign with the less than sign, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay? In elementary school, maybe they call these like the alligators or the Pac-Man symbols, but they're just used to compare numbers. 5 is greater than 2, or negative 4 is less than 2. Okay. Examples. So you should write down examples next. Write an integer for each situation. So you just have to write a number. Integer is a number. 32 feet underground. Okay, well, underground to me would mean that you're going down. That would mean negatives. So I write negative 32. 8 weeks after birth. Okay, that means it happened already. It's not negative. It's not before birth. So you would just write positive 8. You do not need to write a plus. If you just write an 8, that means positive 8. Okay, a loss of 6 pounds. Loss would mean take it away. Negative 6. Okay, next, comparing integers. Graph them on a number line. Now this is where some of you, I want to make sure you do this correctly, so pay attention. If you need to pause, make sure you're pausing me. First thing you're going to do, write all this down. Second thing, you're going to make a number line. So draw a straight line. Use one of the lines on your notebook. Then you're going to make tick marks, like this, up above and below the line. They should be evenly spaced, okay, about the same space between each one. And you need to number them below the line. All the numbers should be below the line, not above, only below. Okay, I did from negative 10 to 10. That's step 1. So drawing the number line, evenly spaced intervals. Step 2, we're going to graph these on number line. By graphing them, you're going to put a dot. The dot must be on the intersection of the line where the tick mark and the line is, not floating up in the air. So negative 8, here's negative 8, I put the dot right there, not hanging in the air. 9, here's positive 9. 2, negative 3, negative 5, 0, 1. Now I've graphed all of my numbers. Order the numbers from least to greatest. Well, once you've done the number line, it's very easy because all the numbers to the left, as you go from left to right, the ones on the left are your smallest numbers. Okay, so negative 8 is my smallest, then negative 5, then negative 3, 0, 1, 2, and 9. I just followed along on my points here and wrote them down. That's it. Write 2 inequalities about 2 and negative 5. Okay, so we have 2, and negative 5. Well, 2 is a positive number, negative 5 is negative, so that means that negative 5 is going to be smaller. So we're going to write 2 is greater than negative 5. You put the smaller part of the symbol closer to negative 5. And another inequality would be to switch your numbers and write negative 5 is less than 2. So then your order switches on the symbol. Okay, another example is fill in less than, greater than, or equal to make a true sentence. Okay, negative 2 and 3. Well, okay, if it's positive, you know it's going to be bigger than the negative. So I need to put the bigger part of the sign closer to my bigger number, like this. Oh, sorry, didn't have a pen. Like this. Okay, in elementary school, maybe they taught you that the mouth wants to eat the bigger number because it's hungry. Whatever helps you remember it. Negative 10 and negative 14. Now this gets a little harder. You need to visualize or remember that the larger the negative number is, like negative 14, that's actually a smaller number. Okay, another way to think about it is you owe somebody $10 or you owe somebody $14. You owe them a lot more here, so you're more in debt. Okay, that means that this number is smaller. So you're going to go like this. Okay. Alrighty. Last but not least is our vocabulary word absolute value. Absolute value is the distance a number is from 0. It must be a positive answer. You cannot have a negative distance. You can't travel negatively. Okay? Oh, well, what if you travel back in time? You cannot do that. Alright, so the symbol looks like 2 straight lines, like a touchdown kind of symbol, with a number in between. That's asking you, how far is this number from 0? Okay, it will always be a positive answer. So they're saying here, what is the absolute value of 5? 5 is 5 places from 0. Negative absolute value of negative 8 is 8 plus the absolute value of negative 1 is 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, so first you evaluate the absolute value as if it was a parentheses, and then you add them. Absolute value of 6 is 6. Absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Okay, they're positive numbers. Subtract them. 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay. Last problem. Evaluate. They want you to substitute this in for x. So instead of x, I'm going to write negative 12 here. Bring down my absolute value. Minus 8. Negative absolute value of negative 12 is 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8, 4. Okay, that's it for today. Have a good night.